What if we look way more fucked up by the time we're doing the intro part?
That's why we should get it done right now.
All right, welcome to the Ericzone Podcast with this amazing fake intro. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Make sure to go check it out on YouTube. The podcast starts on baladoquebec.ca. Then it goes on to, obviously, Facebook and YouTube. So thank you, everybody, for watching and liking and sharing the podcast. My guests today, Mark Burns and Jason Normandeau.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hello, Jason. Hello, Mark.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
Hello.
So what's on the menu today? Are we we're just gonna dive into this podcast.
We're talking
Oh, we're going to mix it up.
hot air balloons.
Hot air balloons.
We're talking outer space.
Mm.
We're talking electric vehicles.
We're talking mosh pits.
mosh
We're
pits.
talking book of large breasts.
Yes.
Well, we don't really
Minorly.
get into that much.
Woodford Reserve.
We go deep into
Ending.
the
Talk about bourbon.
microbrewery world of Quebec.
Yes, exactly.
And some shenanigans on the way.
Exactly. So stay tuned. We're gonna start right now. Everything's recorded.
Self-conscious.
Oh, it's good seeing us on
Yeah.
the TV.
Yeah.
Lets us know it's...
It's
you know
official.
how good I look.
It makes it official with the TVs. I think narcissist people will enjoy it further at a deeper level. But
it made me like it.
Going to put our Facebook feeds up on the TV
It
so we can talk about that.
we could. I'd love to have it live eventually, for sure. It's something that I need to do. I need to figure out. Well, I have figured it out, but I just want quality over quantity. I want like this to be obviously this shit that's going to end up on the cutting floor.
I actually liked it better when the TV was on. I was
I can
more
turn it on.
comfortable.
I really
I was more
enjoyed
comfortable.
watching Mark.
Yeah. I like it on.
I'll do what you want, man.
Thanks.
You guys are my guests. I'm really happy to see you today. Thanks for the pizza, Jason. Really
You're welcome.
appreciate that. That's amazing pizza.
It
You're
was
very
good.
welcome.
Is that a family tradition of some kind?
I started it myself.
You did?
So
It's family business?
It is a family tradition starting from myself. So I don't think you can call it a family tradition.
You can make it that, though.
Yeah, you should. Have like a restaurant. Jay's.
Except it's restaurant bought pizza dough. So I can't say I made that myself.
Imagine, you'd have to grow the wheat and all that stuff. Have your backyard. Get rid of the pool.
I've made my own pizza dough. I've made my own pizza dough from the yeast and the flour and the milk. But not the milk, the water. Takes a lot of time and effort.
Yeah. Time consuming.
And it was a short decision. I made it last night. I made the call last night.
You did.
That's a good call, though.
Said, why the fuck not? It's cold outside. I know for a fact we can cook in the oven. So,
That's
if
a perfect
if
idea.
it was 40 degrees outside, I would have said,
exactly.
no.
Yeah, it was cold
Stick
today,
with-
so it's perfect.
It was the right
Perfect.
call.
Yeah, right call.
Cucumber sandwiches for everybody.
Did
That's
you
what
check
it
the
was.
cloud
Cucumbers.
formation before making a decision on the pizza, or
I texted Mark
check
and I
check
said,
the cloud formation?
because I know you tend to eat more on the vegetable side. So
Okay.
said
So I added pork.
prosciutto. So I added pork. Very thin
Thinly
slices.
sliced layers of
Thinly
pork.
sliced. That's good. How considerate
What
of
can
you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Can we do a cheers?
Yeah, we
Yes,
should
can.
actually. Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
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 Yes.
man.
Cheers, people listening.
Yep.
And watching.
Yeah, the visual. Go see on YouTube if you want to see this. Obviously, it's on audio, but
YouTube.com/HJX question mark CXQL 57910.
dash niner.
Yeah.
Niner.
It's an enhanced experience seeing the visual.
See how we put him on the spot with
Yep.
the food thing? I think food is essential. I think you did have a great idea about the
Food.
food.
Yeah.
Yep.
You get people by the stomach.
Well, that's it.
That's all you
know.
got to do.
That's
You
I
gotta-
wanted to.
tactic.
I didn't know what we were going to do for dinner.
You
And
put
I
a
said,
chef
well, fuck, if I'm going to go and cook myself a dinner, might as well cook for everybody.
Yep. You made a call.
Made a call.
Yeah, it's a selfless move. You got to be considerate.
It is.
Put a chef
It's
hat.
like, what's that
on
called that they
and-
do in football? When it's like on the fly, a fly call? Is that what it's called?
It was a fly call.
I know button hook, but I don't know.
It was an executive decision.
Executive decision, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Except I did ask.
You were
for
a
your-
man of action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a
It's all
good
about
good name for a movie for
Executive decision.
decision for a chef movie or a
I'm
documentary
making
on
an
Netflix.
executive decision.
Yeah.
This pizza will have pork on it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I try my best to be vegetarian in a certain sense, but I mean, I do have to.
Every now and again.
I'm
now
on.
and then.
I
Every
like
now
the
and then we
meat.
need a
yeah.
thin slice of pork on the pizza.
Hey, add vegetables on there. You got 2/3 vegetable on there.
If it's just a shaving, it's like it didn't even hurt the animal, right? It's just like a little grazing. It's,
How prosciutto works is they just take a shave off the pig's leg while he's walking around every now and again, just a little shave.
Isn't it the ass that they shave?
It's the
prosciutto's the ass.
It's the whole upper thigh, upper back thigh.
Yeah, it's the upper thigh. That's how they market it. Yeah. You gotta
it's the upper thigh. It's very sensual.
Yeah.
Yeah, the packaging is interesting. The upper thigh, pig. The upper thigh.
Upper thigh.
Isn't that a song that we? No, you weren't there. I was jamming with Guillaume and Raph, and I played that upper thigh song.
Upper thighs. Oh.
The upper thigh. Raph really enjoyed that song. Yeah. So are we doing a year in review, or the survival of 2020?
Do you have a cup for me to piss in? Oh, year in review. Sorry, I heard year in review.
You're being witty. That is good. You're getting points. I don't know. What is that? Else to talk here? Then. Oh shit! All right, let's try to reach higher intellectual heights. Yeah, let's try to not disappoint people as well.
Oh boy,
people are counting on us right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. Right? You feel a lot of pressure when you do these things.
The heat.
There's the heat comes on.
Fucking
and
light hawks,
not shit hawks.
Yeah,
but I'm all for the pressure. I find that it helps to move things forward. And this awesome beverage also helps things forward. I would like to mention that currently I'm drinking a Guinness, which is a very healthy beer.
It's a quality beverage.
Quality beverage. What's on your...
water.
Okay, water.
Yeah.
Yeah, water's a safe decision.
And then wine.
Yeah. The company, the water.
Yeah.
You're on water too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Helps for those good lip smacking moments.
Yeah. You really get the full effect.
Well, I don't know. We can talk about anything.
I just stifled a burp.
That's good. That's a good call.
Yeah.
We're full of knowledge.
The visual will show that I'm stifling a burp.
All right, I'll just switch to my camera.
It almost looked like I was preventing myself from vomiting.
But I like those gurgly burps. They're very manly. They make the how do you call it, thorax?
Yeah.
Reverberate.
Yeah. The manly burps.
Yeah. The held in, but there's a grumbling.
Yeah.
I think it's more assertive. It's less vulgar.
So you build this as a sound check, and yet it's almost like we're doing a show.
Yeah. Okay. It's a way of
it's a way
down
of
here.
Yeah. Okay.
It releases the tension, releases the stress.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Let's just do a sound
Makes
check.
it easy. Let's just.
Well, you can do what you want with it. I mean,
it's
a good venue. You can voice your political beliefs and your hatred for people and
smack our lips and
smack your lips. No, but there's a message to be thrown out there. We have a responsibility in like 100 and 200 years when the radio waves hit Venus. They're going to know about what we said. Yeah, exactly. That's important, I think. All the creatures of the universe between this here Earth that we love and Venus will be aware of the message. A proficient message, a message of hope.
Speaking of universe, aliens, UFOs. What do we?
What's new?
What are our
on the
thoughts
frontier?
here? What are our? What are we thinking, Jason?
I'm thinking that in light of revelations from the U.S. Army in the past few weeks and months, that
be afraid. Be very afraid.
That I believe it's all man-made shit. I believe it's all hoopla that they're trying. Like all of a sudden they come out and they say, "Yeah, we have unidentified flying objects. It's not from outer space." I don't believe so.
Yeah.
If so, why haven't there been more contact or at least some sort of?
Wouldn't they just take us over if they were that? They would just dominate us.
Yeah.
They would. I think they would.
If they're able to do what they're able to do when the sky stop on a dime and go up, I'm sorry, we'd be done for. So I think it's maybe another country is having fun with their own flying apparatus that is maybe the U.S. isn't at the forefront of flight and their capabilities. Maybe Russia, China, who knows, can build something that's better than the U.S.
I think it's a blimp, a lost blimp.
Oh yeah,
that just burst and flew out like a burst bubble. And
did you hear about the blimp incident that happened recently? No, I'm serious.
In the 20s?
The the basket falling off of a fucking blimp, and they
You're talking about that in Saint Jean?
4 people died.
you talking about in Saint Jean? Like
I don't know where it was exactly. A real they were in a blimp and one person like severely injured and like 4 other people.
How high were they?
I don't know, but could you imagine?
Terrible. I wouldn't want to be in that situation to start off.
I helium balloon once. I let go.
That's not comparable, Jason.
So that was recent?
That was recent.
That's crazy.
That was like a week or 2 ago that happened.
I wouldn't be in that situation. Pardon me?
I did not hear about that.
Yeah, me neither.
I would never be in that. I
heard the skydiver falling.
Oh, that's
and
bad.
They usually do fall, don't they?
Yeah, but he fell until like he stopped falling.
He didn't stop until he hit the earth. Okay.
Some kind of school.
I didn't even hear about that one.
The main guy,
I didn't hear about
the first one didn't work and the backup didn't work.
The second one.
Ugh.
And he was a solo, I guess, jumper. There wasn't a guy, like, it wasn't a tandem.
The teacher was on. Yeah, the teacher was behind
And even
him.
the teacher's parachute didn't...
Both
Jesus
didn't open.
Christ.
Yeah, they both died. But what was that? That was at
You would
St.
think
Jean,
that...
you said, or
I don't know why.
Here's my thought. You would think that the dude who's on the back of the guy who hits the ground first might have a better chance of surviving.
Yeah, the guy behind, you'd hope that, maybe he'll cushion my fall at a certain degree. Like, aim for the trees and then just try to brunt the impact.
Is that morbid of me to think that?
It's morbid.
Well, it's in respect for these 2 people that maybe...
But I couldn't imagine being in a basket on a blimp it just
it
detaching.
Was a blimp or like a Montgolfière thing?
Oh, yeah, sorry, like a hot air balloon. That's what I meant, yeah.
Okay.
I don't see many blimps these days.
How many people were on there?
I think 5.
I think you get 4 people plus the pilot.
That's
one
terrible.
person just got out like really badly injured. And
he survived? The person survived?
Don't quote me, but that's from my understanding of the story. It was that 4 people died and 1 person was really bad.
Can we get the producer looking at this?
Well, we can look at a series here. We can ask, like, do you think a blimp... hey, Siri.
No, it's
do that.
Hot air balloon death
Hot
in Montreal.
air balloon accident.
Montreal.
Okay, I found this on the web for hot air balloon accident.
Mexico.
Mexico,
June 27th, Mexico.
This year, right?
Balloon crashed into power lines setting...
No,
that's 2009. 2021.
Where did you say it happened?
Hot air balloon crash kills 5 in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Albuquerque.
Yeah.
So 5, sorry. Okay, my mistake. Yeah, 5 died.
That's crazy. I wouldn't go on a hot air balloon.
I would.
Oh, yeah.
My mom did.
Okay.
She went down to
Never go.
Nevada to visit friends who have a place there, and she went into the desert and spent a night in this desert. Yeah, it's not tense, but she had a nice place to stay. No, but it was like it's difficult to explain. She stayed in the middle of a friggin' desert, but there's no way that she would camp. So they had some place comfortable for everybody to stay. I don't know what it was exactly. And then before sunrise, they got everybody into the hot air balloons and went up. And then they watched the sunrise in the desert with all the crazy, those pillars that they have. All the
pillars, the rock formations.
Yeah, the rock formations and everything. She took photos galore. It was pretty insane. So yeah, they were right by Area 55. Yeah.
Did she see Area Tom 51. Green in the desert with his dog and his RV? But he's making crazy stuff though. Tom Green, I like his adjustment. Filming stuff.
Yeah.
He's got a good camera in his drone thing.
Yeah,
that's great footage.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's preparing for like a movie or doing.
I don't know, but it's cool. It's funny. The eating lettuce in the street was fucking funny, man.
Yeah.
It was good.
I watched the whole thing.
Because he just keeps going.
Yeah,
and like people
come by. He's like,
yeah.
I would be just like those people, though. I would just stand there and watch him, and I would look like a fool.
It's performance art what he's doing there. That's totally like a performance art.
But in downtown Ottawa, of all places,
it's just funny. It's such a funny concept. I'm going to take a head of lettuce. And I'm going to eat it and tell people I'm on a health kick and keep dousing it with salad dressing, taking bites.
The big iceberg lettuce, the crunchiest of all lettuces.
I miss that, the intellectual humor. It's kind of retarded, but I mean, there is a thought behind it.
Yeah,
kind of.
it's funny.
Yeah, he's funny. Oh my God. It's funny that he's spoken French too.
Oh man. And I watched the episode, the old one where he painted his parents' car into the Slutmobile. And his dad wakes up for work and he's all dressed up to go to work and he sees the car and he just walks right by it and goes to the bus stop and I was like, you don't like your car? You don't like and he goes and then he goes to meet him. He's like waiting at another bus stop and he shows up in the car so everybody sees the Slutmobile.
Right in front of everybody.
And it's two women eating. That's spray painting it on that.
Yeah, and he's really questioning him. What does he say? He's like, Father, you don't like the paint job?
And then he
Why
goes.
don't you love me?
He goes to his mom. She's all mad. I thought you liked lesbians. She's like, I don't have an issue with lesbians, but I thought you liked them. Why are you so upset? Why are you so upset?
I think you picked up too much on his sense of humor, Mark.
Man.
Pressuring and the manipulation.
The manipulation.
Yeah, he was there at the right time, Tom Green. His art, his funny stuff.
What was that stuff that...
Because he was before Instagram and all that stuff. He was there before.
Jog my memory on this. The whole evening with Ciccione, didn't he try to do something for Tom Green and were at a bar?
That wasn't Ciccione. It was Patrick, the guy that I worked with at Ubisoft.
Okay.
Yeah, he had set something up when he had his Webovision, Tom Green. He had that little...
and we were at some bar, which is some martini
Yeah, it was a
lounge
part
or
of it. Was going to be incorporated as part of the show.
And nothing ever
it's a
transpired.
disaster. Nothing worked.
Yeah.
No, we did it. We had it all set up.
But it didn't connect
properly or something. I don't know. It was a mess.
And there was Shades of Culture. Shades of Culture, the hip-hop band from Montreal. Orion, they worked at Ubisoft, and Dave Blake, DJ Storm, they did a thing, too, with Tom Green.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it didn't work. The Wi-Fi wasn't good, or I don't know what happened, but they were doing, like, an actual hip-hop thing from Montreal versus, like, trying to get onto Webovision with Tom Green on his show, and... It was too shaky. Like the Wi-Fi didn't work, and they couldn't interview him, and he recognized them.
But this would have been amazing. A long time ago.
That was 2004 or 5.
The beginning
Ubisoft
of the
days.
internet.
Yeah, it was
when Wi-Fi was shit.
Yeah, because they did it from outside. They were on their phones, I think, and it didn't work. But that would have been amazing. Tom Green, Ottawa hip hop, and then Shades of Culture, because they were both at the same time, I think. They were active around the same time. Like Shades of Culture was very like.
It was not a.
Anyways, they're a great band.
Never really listened to Shades of Culture. I heard of, never listened to.
Yeah, they're good, talented. Yeah.
The only Montreal band I ever really, really listened to was Doughboys. That was it.
Doughboys?
Yeah.
You dare compare Doughboys?
No,
to
I didn't compare.
Culture?
I said the only other Montreal band I ever listened to was Doughboys.
All right, let's bring back those 90s Montreal bands.
You ever listen to Me, Mom, and Morgenthaler?
No.
No,
never listened to that?
No, I know who they are again. My brother listened to them, but I never did.
What about Jean Leroux?
What about Brand Van 3000?
Yeah, well, I knew people in that band, so...
Oh, I'm sorry. Now we're name dropping here. Let's go. Let's drop some names.
Who brought them up? You did.
I didn't know you were rubbing shoulders with them.
I was, actually.
Do tell. Maybe there's some interesting stories here.
I got no interesting story.
All right. I got a crazy Brand Van story. I was at the Place des Arts show when there was like too many people, and it was scary because it was like all tossed like sardines, and to see the show you had to make your way through the crowd, and it was scary. Like I thought I was gonna die. I got out of there. I'm like, I'm not going to see Brand Van 3000 at Place des Arts in Montreal because I'm gonna die.
I never thought I would hear that in a sentence.
I thought we were gonna die when we got stuck in the NoFX because all of a sudden mosh pit erupted and we were in the middle of it and we're like, oh my God, and it was outside at Jean Drapeau.
No, it wasn't Jean Drapeau. We were at the old Hippodrome.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just a massive dust
pile of sludge. There was no
dust parking lot. Light, powdery ground. And then as soon as the first, like, NoFX comes out, everybody's cheering.
The first
note. And then
note.
the first note, everybody starts jumping, and the dust cloud just rises into the air.
What did we say?
I'm like, I'll reach you over here. And we just pointed to fucking play, and we both just split up, and it took us like 5-10 minutes to rejoin.
Two pussies.
And we were
like, get us out of here.
We went at the back of the whole show, and we just watched the show from like,
oh my God. I felt so safe once I was out of there. I was like, oh my God.
We were like, we must have been 15,
we were like, hey man, we're super close to the stage. This is awesome. And then they come out.
And then it was like nothing but elbows and
yeah.
face.
How did you dodge? Was it like a movie when you were running towards the safe area?
The
safe place?
They made the Matrix. They made the Matrix based off of us. We were dodging.
It was a blur. That would be such a funny moment to
just to see a
like a
video
movie
of
kind of.
We'll just flee as soon as the crowd starts moving. The only two.
Yeah, the only two people
rushing away from the band.
We should have like assessed the area too, like looked at the individuals around us and gauged what we were.
It was a Vans Warped Tour. It was the first ever Vans Warped Tour or concert that I had been to.
What year was that? Sorry.
Oh, it was like that was the 96 one.
Okay.
Yeah, 96 because I had the sticker on my bass.
Oh,
the Warped Tour. So it was a 96. Yeah.
1996.
Wow.
So I was.
Okay, 96.
That was fun.
Wow.
Was I 18 years old? I was 18. And I was
16.
That much of a pussy?
Well, considering the punk mentality and the NoFX books with all the stuff that happened in their lives, like you could expect, like obviously it's punk. They're not bullshitting. So.
But like we were fairly far back.
And it was still dangerous.
We were like,
it was
we thought
very dangerous. We were in imminent danger.
We were, I guess, aware of the whole mosh pit, and we thought, we're far enough back. No. It was the whole crowd. It was there was no safety.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a day to remember.
Yeah, that's a sight that I would love to.
Yeah.
If it would have been filmed, who knows? Maybe there is a tape
hilarious.
that exists of
There's some surveillance camera.
Yeah,
and then you just see
those two
the only two people. Yeah. There's like 1,000 people, let's say, in that crowd, and then there's two people that disperse. If it was like a night vision shot where you just see like the body heat, and we're super white because we're like petrified, so like
there's no body heat,
so you can really see us moving out of the crowd.
Yeah, everybody's a big clump of red, and then there's two white tentacles running out.
The only two guys in like how many thousands that just
the best part was like the parting words. Like we weren't sure if we would ever see each other again. One of us could get trampled to death.
I think I said I love you at that point.
Love you.
I'll see you over there.
Yeah, no, it really was one of those things. Okay, we'll meet over.
Oh yeah, like screaming at the top of our lungs.
Yeah, dodging elbows, kicks. But were you dodging?
Oh, getting shoved too, man. You're getting shoved.
It was the shove.
Yeah,
it was the shoving. So you couldn't avoid it.
I just remember the shoving. The relentless shoving.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was,
but the question
out
is,
of it.
if you would have seen either Mark or Jason be pulled into the void, would you have turned around and run to
well,
help
it was
them?
more of an every man for himself situation. Once we said the message,
agreed. We
weren't looking back
Fuck
to see
you.
the other
I'm out of here. You're on your own. I'm on my own. See you later.
It was a mutual survival. Yeah.
If we had time for a fist bump would have been
They would have
given,
been included, but there was no time.
There was no time.
I agree.
We had to act. We had to act fast. Yeah.
I think there's a mutual respect, even though.
That was the last time we saw each other till today.
Yeah. I thought you were dead.
No, thanks, 96.
I'm glad that I found you.
25-year reunion.
After the mosh pit incident.
25 years ago? Don't say that.
Holy shit. Yeah.
That's
25 years? Fuck, it has been. Yeah. God damn it. I'm going to be 43 this year.
Oh, time doesn't exist. We don't need to.
We don't need to get into that. Let's not delve into time, Jason.
Yeah, let's stick to 2021.
Time-space continuum.
The hot air balloon incident. That's
let's go back to that.
2021. Let's stay to 2020.
Sure.
I kept calling it a blimp.
We can talk about whatever.
2021. What else has happened? The recent assassination of the Haitian president.
Oh, that's crazy.
Talk about that.
Thank
but
you
it's
for
the whole fabric of the society. There's lack of education, and they're just murdering whoever's the alpha. And I understand that they're afraid of the alpha, but you gotta
that's crazy.
Face him through like legal means and face him with like fact, not just murder.
Well, what was it? They were supposed to have an election last year, couldn't because of the pandemic, and then he just decreed himself to be president because I guess that's what he was since
by default,
2017.
yeah.
So they decided, fuck him, let's just take him out.
Yeah.
And they pretended to be...
Up. Well, what did you think they tried to do with the insurrection? It was the same kind of idea.
With Trump?
Yeah, well, not with Trump, but with like Pelosi and all those people, the insurrectionists. That's what they wanted to do. Yeah. They wanted to take people out. There was the goal to harm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it would have went
how much easier
like,
it is, though. With
as extreme as...
Wait, Pelosi, sorry, I'm totally
he is talking about the inauguration, the January 6th inauguration. Yeah.
It wasn't the inauguration that the insurrection...
Yeah.
That was...
No, it was before.
January 6th.
The inauguration happened after. Yeah.
January 6th is when it happened.
The hillbilly attack.
Yeah, the hillbilly attack where they were like, we're going to get you, Nancy. And they came in there with like ropes and shit to tie her up. There were like ex-military guys. And they were ready to...
And they all got caught by the FBI. Down. You saw the videos of them getting...
Oh, they're all being picked out one by one.
Is that over? Have they found all of them?
They found a lot, but they haven't
found
all of them, and they're still going through the whole process of prosecuting them. And all these people are going to have lovely little mark on their documents saying that they were.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely way to live your life. What was it? I read an article that I just saw yesterday from 2017 or 2015, a group of white people with the American flag and also the what do you call it, the Southern flag there, the Confederate flag, on their trucks, driving around town and honking their horns and cheering for America and stuff like that. And they end up driving through a predominantly black neighborhood.
Oh yeah,
and really pumping it out, like basically fuck you and stuff like that. And
taking position.
See a family, black family, celebrating a child's birthday. And they literally go out of their way to call them the N-word, tell them, fuck you, we're going to kill you, we're going to, and pulling out weapons like a gun. And apparently they still haven't figured out if it was a shotgun or a rifle or something of that sort. They didn't harm anybody. But this was all caught on video, and the two people who were basically doing most of the shit, a woman and a man, I think the man was in his 40s and a woman in her 30s, sent to prison for 33 years.
Really?
I'm like, fuck, justice can be served. But, this happened 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And they already served, they were serving prison sentence already until, and then good behavior and all this shit. They're already out.
Yeah.
So they didn't hurt anybody, but it's a slap on the wrist. But now they have that on the record. Have you been to prison? Yeah, I've been to prison for fucking just being a complete racist asshole.
Yeah.
So, at least if some people can be called out on that and put on their record that, I'm a racist asshole, well then,
that's good.
At least it'll teach them a lesson, hopefully, and it'll stop them from being able to propagate that crap.
But what do I do with like the Dukes of Hazzard and the flag? Like, I like that car.
Do you have it?
No, I wish I had it. I wouldn't go. But I would be ashamed to go. I would be ashamed, but at the same time, I mean,
it was an iconic.
It's an iconic, but it's not.
For me, if I had I did have a Matchbox car of the Dukes of Hazzard car, and even if I still had today, I'd probably get rid of it. I would probably, as a person, I know I could probably sell it too for a decent amount of money because it's that type of thing that I could probably get a decent amount of money.
Like $5.
But I feel, but as being a Confederate thing.
God, that's a great car.
But I could see myself either just completely trashing it and throwing it in the garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just to get rid of it because it is a hateful symbol. So I feel, I don't know, I would be like that because one thing I want to teach my kids, there's no profit off of it. There's no reason for keeping this type of... Yeah, it was a TV show.
But it didn't have racist propaganda in it.
Well,
Do you remember that show? Did you see that show?
Could you...
No, it'd be interesting to watch it now.
If you went back and watched it,
because there's fucked up shit now. And when you look at old shows,
look at Three's Company. Sexism fucking galore.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay? So...
But
you don't even have to go as far back as that show to see it, too. You'll see it in...
Married with Children is full of it.
Or the 80s, the nerd bashing and the gay bashing and the, It's in there.
Yeah.
No.
Revenge
Seeing a
of the
movie
Nerds.
from the 80s, I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, I know, it's crazy. I know. Oh yeah.
It's beyond.
so
It's beyond
homophobic
crazy.
and
Yeah, it's beyond.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
yeah.
No,
But I like Dukes of Hazzard though, and I saw a thing on Dukes of Hazzard, and there's no racism involved in the show. Like they're not being racist.
No,
in
it's
the
just
show,
that
you know?
what the flag
But the
represents.
flag
It's
was
the-
associated to the survival of the racist, slave owning utopia.
So it
that
kind
was,
of does.
It does, yeah. No, I understand
Celebrate
that. Yeah.
that. Side,
just as
right?
kids, obviously, we didn't. You just associated with the car and the whole.
Yeah, it's
like,
the car
it's
I
cool.
like. It's not the ideal, which
it's-
sucks because
Well, then watch
the horn
Knight
thing
Rider
is
then.
awesome. Knight Rider sucks. It doesn't have that horn thing.
Right.
And you hear that
fucking
song
talks.
from. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's true.
I
That
s-
is true. Did you
It's
see
the
the
original
reboot
se-
with
it's the original
series?
series.
Yeah. And David Hasselhoff, he's cool.
Sounds like someone's walking upstairs.
It does.
No, it's the bashing on the table.
Who's bashing on the table? Mark.
I'll put a little bit less bass. I'm doing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sorry,
you
I'll
are.
try.
Like-
I'll avoid. Yeah, there's a
I was
lot
like,
of.
I'm like, hey,
Someone's
I
mother
think that
saying,
guy's
"Turn
in
it
your
down
place.
there."
the old guy. Oh my god.
or the bionic,
bionic mouse.
rat mouse. He's come back. He's finally returned.
The radioactive mouse.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. So I don't know what to do with. Well, I mean, I'm not watching Dukes of Hazzard every evening, but I mean, my youth, and I'm not racist. I haven't grown into a racist by watching that because I watched everything about that show.
I know. Well, we
But we also
watched,
watched Family Ties and
Yeah.
Cosby
Who's
Show.
the Boss.
Yeah, and Cosby Show, and I'm not a rapist.
Heard any
and,
news
I'm
about
not
him
a
lately?
Racist
What-
Isn't he
rapist.
out?
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, he can't.
He's
he went
out, eh?
He's
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think.
How
with
old is he
Cosby,
now? He's got to
honestly.
be in his late
87.
70s, 80s.
Apparently, he wants to mount another like tour or something. Another.
I don't think you should use mount
Mount,
as
yeah.
a tour, though. I would like to mount a tour.
Jello pudding pop.
Mr. Cosby, I don't think you should use that word.
Mount. Yeah.
I'm gonna mount a new
Yeah.
tour. That would just be shoving it in everybody's faces and just like, fuck you.
Yeah, he's,
Mount a new tour. Bill Cosby.
It was disappointing, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it until I saw like there was a documentary that was.
Yeah. No,
on-
I think
on
it
the-
was true.
Yeah, that's sad though.
haven't
It's
seen that
crazy.
documentary.
Yeah.
Like we live in a world where Robin Williams is dead and Bill Cosby's a rapist. Like what kind of world is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is pretty bleak. Thanks.
Oh, thanks. I'm sad now.
Goodness.
Yeah.
There's good thing. Well, let's enumerate some positive.
All right, we
positive.
done with the sound check now?
We're on to the
Alright,
show
so-
now. I got some good footage, so this is a good conversation.
Yeah.
Truly enjoying this and not being sarcastic.
No.
Yeah. So, well, do we need refreshments on the drinks? Do we need
Nope, I'm all good.
I'm okay for now. What about you? Are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I got
Out of your 5,
I got my bison coming up. I got
bison. Ooh, I've had
I
that.
got this Saint-Buck
Let
bison
me see.
herbe de bison.
Herbe de bison.
Wait, I've never had this. It looks
What
pretty good.
is the...
It's cool. The drawing on it is like a bison with like.
I've had that
Oh, yeah?
brand,
Saint-Buck.
but not that one. I had the Ours, I think
Oh,
it was
I've
called.
never seen that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm big into the Quebec microbreweries
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, we're lucky. We're so
yeah,
lucky.
we have a lot. There's a
shit ton
lot,
of them.
man.
There's
What-
actually one, a local Montreal-based called Quatre Origines,
That rings a bell.
and they have really, really cool labels. Like that's what drew me to them was the design of their labels. And then it turns out that it was one of my wife's former high school students from 13 years ago. Started
Really?
up a brewery with some
Awesome.
other people, and she contacted him and told him that we like his beer, and he was like, "Oh, that's great. Oh, that's fun," you know. And they have like 8 different beers now, but I must admit, their 2 last ones that they come out with, actually 3, were horrendous. I will put that.
To the point that they were disgusting.
2, I couldn't take more than 1 sip.
Wow.
Good God, what the hell?
Well,
Was it like a porter
it's just
or-
my preference, like my personal taste. I'm not saying that everybody's going to think that way, but I'm not a fan of sour beer. And this was
Like a brown ale?
no, it was like lemon grape.
Oh, IPA kind of thing.
No, it was lemon grape. It had this very, very sour Like a brown ale is kind of sweet for me. Like a nut brown ale is.
I hate brown ales. I think because I got sick off of.
You can't drink that many brown ales.
No, you can't because they're too sweet. But I couldn't even finish more than a sip.
Really?
Then they came out with one. I wish I had my phone on me so I can find the.
What's the name of the company?
It was Quatre Origines.
Four
Origins.
Siri's gonna
have a field day with that one. Just look up for Quatre Origines in Montreal beer.
Okay.
And they came out with a new one that in conjunction with Joe Beef. And I was like, oh, Joe, it says cool. Joe Beef on the label. I was like, sweet. Like, this has got to be good. It's to do with a world-renowned steakhouse. And it was created with some sea plant. And I told my mom, I go, what is this? I was just talking to her. I go, I bought this beer. It's the Joe Beef, and it's made with this.
It's got to be a joke.
Sea plant. And she goes, really? I thought they only used that sea plant for like this type of cooking, not for a drink.
Was it Apocalypse? The one with the car?
Yes, thank you. That's it.
Okay, I'll put it on.
Read. Can I read it was. Brassé avec de l'argousier biologique du Québec. Organic sea buckthorn.
I don't even know what that is.
Neither did I, but I said, you know what? I'll give it a shot because I've had quite a few of their beers and it was good. And I was really disappointed with...
Damn it, I wish I had one right now. I'd love to taste that.
It's a natural ale. Yeah.
Like a blonde?
Yeah, it was pretty... It was actually kind of cloudy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
kind of like a wheat beer.
Yeah, like a wheat beer.
Kind of like a wheat beer. But it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. And I said there were three. So I had the sour one, I had that one, and there might have been one.
But you only had 2 sips though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It was terrible. But they have Hubomb, like they're very IPA related, like high hops.
I like IPA.
Hubomb, Hoperation. They have an apricot, which is an apricot beer, which was super tasty.
Yeah, that's good.
They have one steeped in tea as well, which nice. I've had that one. That was quite nice as well. And I'm not usually that fruity type, flavor and stuff. But and then they have a nice 514 like shout out to all the Montreal boroughs, where nice. Whoever designed the label was really quite ingenious with. Spray paint. It looks like a marker, like tagging of city landmarks.
Oh, okay.
And graphing the name of each borough on there in nice. Some form or manner. I think that beer is called 514, and it's quite ingenious. But that's my go-to whenever I go into the grocery store. If there's something that doesn't jump out at me, like your can there. What's it called again?
Sorry,
Guinness.
Same buck.
Same buck. Yeah, it's.
Yeah. Oh, we have good beer, and the stickers are a very important part of it for sure.
I bought one just recently called Catnip.
Just because catnip. Oh, the catnips. Yeah, with the cats are amazing. Yeah, it's so.
I saw the cats. I'm like, I gotta get one. At least just try it. It was good. It was good beer.
Yeah.
But that's the fun. I find that all the microbreweries they come out with are IPAs. I guess it's the easiest, simplest way to make a beer. I don't know if that's the thing, because even American microbreweries, like when I would go camping in Vermont and you go to their beer fridge and it was like full of beer, 95% IPA.
Oh, really?
So you're probably right. It probably is one of the easier.
But it's tasty. It's better than the blondes.
It is. I still like my Unibrew beer. I like my Fins Mound. I like my Down Dur. I like my, so it's...
Dark beers are good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those
really
are good winter
enjoy
beers.
Those. Yeah.
Although Fins Mound I'll drink.
Well, that's probably why, dark beers are more on my palate, because it's winter. It's freezing. I want something that's going to comfort me. An IPA would be awkward in winter.
Yeah, it's true. IPA is a nice summer beer.
Refreshment.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What about you, Mark?
It's hopeful.
What about me?
What about your beer?
My beer of choice? In the summer, definitely IPA. And Coronas, I'll always go back to Coronas just because it's like water almost, but it's beer.
Where's your commercial? Corona's like water, but it's beer.
Yeah. No, but in the winter, I'm the same. I like Guinness. I like those kinds of beers. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The most obvious question is like, did Coronas have trouble during the coronavirus?
I think they did. I think they
At
for
the very
sure
beginning,
did.
they did.
Yeah, but
they're back.
They're fine.
Yeah, for sure they're back.
They can handle a little hit, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, if Mexico...
It's not like a local mom and pop brewery. They're pretty enormous.
Oh, it's probably owned by one of the
Molson
big,
here,
it's
probably
owned by one of the
drug
big
lords.
brands or whatever. Drug lords.
Isn't it Mexico? Aren't they all drug lords over there?
And it's bad.
I don't know if the drug lords...
I wouldn't go there for...
I wouldn't go there. I've watched Narcos and all that shit, man. I'm not going
They
to
have
Mexico
a bad rep.
ever.
Yeah, there's some bad stuff going
went for
on
one
over
week.
It's
there.
scary, man.
Yeah.
But I
Did
went
you
from
get,
hotel to my resort and back to the hotel. That was it. Airport, resort, back to airport.
Yeah,
Done.
you're playing it safe after the
Actually,
mosh
no.
pit.
Yeah,
sorry,
after the mosh pit, Jason really learned
Actually,
his
no.
lesson.
I am wrong.
knew.
I am wrong, and my wife will kill me if we did go off the resort and we took a bus like deep through their indigenous area, because there was points where we're driving through to go into a cenote, which is like an underground cave to swim in. And there were families living in shanty shacks that we were passing by, and the kids would see the buses and they were waving and like that as we're driving by. And I was like, oh my God, like we're really going through a little place of squalor, people living. And the guy who was driving the bus was telling us, these people, they live off the land. They are not, you know, their clothes are donated to them by us or, you know, local tourists or something like that, you know, if they bring gifts and whatnot. So we did go off the beaten path somewhat. So, but I'm still pretty certain that we were safe.
And were the kids like tailing you for money and stuff, or what was?
Well,
that
we were
like?
in a bus, so like we passed by
off.
their house
to
continue on. No, there was no stopping for the kids. No,
we don't stop for children.
We don't stop for the children.
Yeah, well, or Guatemala is, I think, is having more trouble. I can't remember what. I need an update for Guatemala.
I don't know. Mexico's pretty bad.
Mark's he's top #1 official in Guatemala.
But I had a guess.
Guatemalan affairs.
I had a guess from like Marien Landry. He's a guy from Gaspésie, and he goes to Guatemala like 6 months a year, I think, and he builds schools and houses and stuff.
Now you have these two idiots on.
And then you have
he knows a little bit
evade
more.
the mosh pits.
We have us,
professional mosh pit evaders.
The great mosh pit evasion of '96.
I gotta design a shirt with that. A big crowd and two people just running out.
Running out, with the band playing on the run.
Oh shit! That'd be funny.
Yeah, well, you can make a shirt of that and make a shirt of cheese curds for your kid. Cheese curds.
That's my last text I got from him was cheese curds. Banana cheese
for
curds
his
on top of
birthday.
that.
Yeah.
Banana
cheese curds. Yeah, sorry for those that haven't heard the story. It's Jason's kid.
Real deep inside joke.
Yeah, cheese curds. It is a funny word.
It is.
Yeah.
You could have tossed cheese curds at the kids, at least, Jason.
I will at his graduation.
No, in Mexico, I mean. But
Oh, yeah.
I would have had to have brought that down from Quebec.
Shit. Yeah. Well, we can't laugh at people from.
No.
It's a sin. Are we responsible for the drug overdose of like the drug industry in Mexico? And
Well, Jay is, but
we can blame Don Johnson and the Reagan era.
I'll just say I'm sorry right now. That's it. Sorry.
All right, that's good. I think.
Can we move on?
Yeah, we can. We like describing uncomfortable situations.
Yeah.
I think it's a hobby.
yeah.
Whatever gives us that heart pinch of like,
God damn it. Shut the fuck up, Mark.
Heart pinch.
Am I the only one on beer? You have wine?
I have wine and water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got some wine there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Did,
I was too stressed about preparing all the technical stuff. That's why I want to do it, like, have someone take care of the technical stuff so I can just enjoy
the actual
conversation.
Hire that old scary man. Just get him involved in your life.
Yeah, I should, eh?
Say, hey, do you know all this equipment? Can you set it up for me?
Yeah, seriously. No, that guy. Shit.
Oh, my God.
Punch him. he was coming out of his pickup, and he's like, and he's going to come out of his pickup. I'm like, this old guy, I'm not going to beat the shit out of an old guy. That was like I felt bad after. I didn't want to.
Oh man, what a weirdo though, to just lose it. You were picking up rocks.
Yeah. Oh, he's a nutty. And I didn't tell you, but that guy, like the land, he flooded a swampland. Like those places, the government is like, we got to protect those swamplands because there's ecosystems. He flooded it with a full lake, and he's getting like the government has 3 things on him that they're trying to get him for like a penalty, but he doesn't care. He's fully loaded. So he's like 15,000 penalty, and he makes like 100,000 for a house. Or I don't know how much he makes, but he's a contractor guy, so he's making full of money. He doesn't care about a 15,000 thing. He's gonna flood so many swamps to make money. He doesn't care. Give a fuck. It's so poorly thought out. Like,
wow.
Yeah. I don't care talking about him on the podcast. He's an idiot.
And he just came out of nowhere, too. You didn't even see him coming. Hey, just all of a sudden this pickup just fucking...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So story, I'm picking up rocks. I like picking up rocks. I'm on this zone that apparently he owns.
So a little history here. You are a classical rock picker.
I'm a classical rock picker.
Classically trained rock picker.
Exactly. And so I'm doing my craft. I'm applying my craft adequately. In the temperate zone
tools.
With my tools, and this man of like a few years, like 70-ish, 90.
That's a big range.
That's a big gap, but yeah. But anyways, he was old and he was decrepit from smoking cigarettes, and he just started yelling at me, coming up with his pickup, the dust behind him, and he just screeches to a halt next to me, and he's like, blah, 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 starts yelling at me, and I'm like, for 20 seconds, I let him yell at me, but at some point, like, you're being yelled by someone, you gotta fight back. And this old guy, I didn't want to, but I had to. So we yelled like idiots for like 5 minutes, and like, I'm not gonna steal your house or your car or break your window. I'm just walking on a path that's not even, there's no trucks building houses there. I'm just walking, and he yells at me and he's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" It's terrible.
Jesus.
That's when you should have said, "Hey man, rock and roll."
Yeah. Rock and roll.
Yeah, that's only when you wake up in a basement on a air mattress.
Yeah, rock and roll, man. Rock and roll.
You look over to the person next to you on their respective air mattress, and they look back.
You admit,
rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I wasn't proud of myself, but
those situations suck. Situations. You didn't go looking for it.
He's a classically trained dick, and you did what you had to do.
Right, smoking causes damage. You burn your neurons when you smoke. At some point,
there's got to be. You're not inhaling oxygen in that point. You're inhaling a smoke.
And he's a heavy smoker if he was yelling at you while he had the cigarette going at the same time. That's someone who's smoking all the time.
Well, he put it out at some point because he needed to yell further, but there was spittle coming out, and it was disgusting. He was spitting at me, and I'm like, COVID time. I'm like,
fucking asshole.
I started yelling at that point, I think, when he spat on me. I just couldn't. I was so mad at him. Felt bad for a week. But anyways, he's an idiot. So disrespectful of the environment, and he just, anyways.
Idiot.
Not even worth it. But it's crazy because the public needs to know about people like this that build on top of like swamplands and don't give a damn about the environment and yell at people randomly because they're just bitter old farts. But
full of money and
yeah.
Think they own everything.
Got to stand up to those bastards.
It's like I read just a little blip of an article in Europe. Volkswagen and BMW both got fined for their emissions scandal that they had. They said that their cars were emitting below the levels, but in fact they were emitting above.
Yep.
And they finally got fined for it.
Nice.
Each $500 million.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Which, for those companies that sell Porsche, Audi, Mercedes, BMW. It's fucking nothing. So it's going to be a slap on the wrist, and they'll continue on. They'll make that $500 million back in a year.
I don't know. 500 million is a lot of money.
Not for worldwide.
And 2035, they're doing the transition. There's no more.
Yeah, I heard about that. They're going to go fully electric.
Cars are going to be gas.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no more new production.
I'm hoping that means that will be affordable. I'm hoping that I'll be able to buy what I can buy.
Eventually it will, yeah.
Because the car that I have is a gas-powered car. I have a Subaru, and I love it. And I've been told by the Subaru people, soon enough down the road that they're going to be building an electric version of our car that we might want to wait out because we're leasing. We might want to wait out, maybe buy the car or something like that, and then upgrade to an electric vehicle.
Yeah.
But they're still far and above beyond what I can afford.
Do they have electric Subaru?
Nope.
They don't have that.
It's interesting because they're all going to go electric eventually. What will Tesla be then when all of the big name manufacturers are all electric? What is Tesla?
They're going to go to gas.
There's no...
Well, I guess it's up to him to decide if he's going to become like an elite level, like a top of the line type of electric vehicle.
Yeah,
because a Subaru or a Toyota or Honda is not going to really put in all the shit that Tesla has. I don't know, like they're like psycho mode or whatever it's called there. Or
I don't know enough about electric cars, but I think that they would be the same kind of technology. I mean, the leaders are Toyota and Tesla.
What was it? Wasn't he the one that said, here's the plans of my battery and you guys can use it? Didn't he do that?
Yeah, I think he did that. Yeah,
he said, like, I'm making it out there so that everybody can start get going. If that means Tesla then becomes obsolete, but he was the reason why everybody was able to get up to that point of Tesla, then so be it. Yeah. It's basically kickstarting the whole electric revolution. I guess that'll be it, right?
And for him, who cares? Isn't he one of the richest men in the world, Elon Musk? Isn't he one of the most...
One of them.
Yeah, he's wealthy, for sure.
Now it's turning
very
into
high
a space
up there,
race.
so what does he care? Yeah.
Space race between Elon Musk and...
yeah, well, the Chinese are getting to Mars in, like, I can't remember which year they want to go, but the ones that are going to really, like, conquer the planet are the ones that are going to reach out and latch onto, like, a meteorite containing all these resources on it.
They can send everybody. They can send all of them up into space and just lock them out.
What do you mean lock them out?
Just leave them out in space. Don't let them come back.
Oh, no, but I mean, let's say the Chinese manage to grab onto an asteroid and bring it back to Earth and they mine it. They're going to make so much money. Like,
you know how difficult that would be? How fast those asteroids are going?
But they landed on one. They landed on one. Japan landed on one. It was a comet.
Yeah, but it was also a drone or whatever that they put on there. There was no human on there. But
no,
again,
but I mean, it's
crazy.
They're capable, though.
But once it passes our orbit, that shit's gone.
No, that's true, but they have to plan it,
They have to make it so that they can control it somehow, which means they have to have boosters and all that crap.
Yeah.
That's
but we're bro science. But I mean, it is possible if they catch it.
Once they do get that in,
they're going to make gazillions. And
that makes all other metals on Earth worthless.
Well, the economy's worthless. It's a new level
if they grab a comet or whatever, an asteroid that is full of gold and titanium and all those precious metals that are needed for our electronics, as soon as they bring it down, it turns all that value to zero because now we're full of it.
Yeah, exactly. So
So it'll make electronics cheaper. It's not going to make them any money.
They're going to annul. They're going to become gods.
It's a precious
like
metal.
China's going to become a god, or America's going to become a god because
if I see it as they control it and then they want to charge money for that, it's going to come into a new oil war.
But there's no fighting them. The people that own gazillions, they can build anything they want anytime. It's just the speed of getting the resources and bringing it back to the earth.
Luckily, I won't be here for that period of time.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No.
And most likely my kids won't be here for that period of time as well.
But I'm just throwing subjects out there.
Scaring me.
You had to make it into a funny bit. That's what I'm doing. Throwing ideas and you make silliness out of it.
We need a wine refill soon.
Yeah, but go ahead.
I think I'm done with the wine.
Go get a beer, refreshing.
Can you get your makeup person in here to take away these blemishes?
You don't see anything.
She's not here.
It's a blemish.
What's a blemish?
Is that a type of cake? A blemish?
It's a German cake, yes.
Yeah. I'd like to get a chocolate blemish.
With the almond crust.
Almond blemish, please.
You have the black and white almond blemish.
Dankeschön for the blemish.
The blemishin.
Isn't it funny that the word wonderful is wunderbar?
Wunderbar.
It seems so awkward when you hear it. It's like Kevin Bacon in the X-Men movie, and he goes, wunderbar. He's so good in that film. Fuck, Kevin Bacon, holy.
Kevin Bacon?
In the X-Men First Class there, he was Kevin Shaw. He was really good in that film.
Kevin Bacon was Kevin Shaw. I didn't know that. Kevin I don't Shaw? Remember. I don't. Something Shaw. I don't remember him being in there. I'm pretty certain I watched First Class because that was with all the young.
Yep.
The young crew.
Yeah. Magneto was what's his name there?
Yeah. Yeah, I know who.
Fassbender.
Yeah.
And I like the part where he goes to Argentina and he sees the two Nazis and the music comes on. The music is amazing.
You know what? I think I saw parts of it. That's what it was. I saw parts of it on TV. I didn't watch the full thing.
You should watch it. Seriously, it's a great...
I mean, they're good movies.
Well, not all of the First Class stuff, but that one especially the scene with the Nazis. Did you watch He tosses the knife into the guy's hand and he's like using his magnetic powers. It's really great. The confrontation between the Nazis and him, whose his parents got killed in
Auschwitz.
Yeah, his parents get killed in Auschwitz. That's crazy. Yeah. And then,
did you watch Logan?
Yeah, that was a great film. Yeah,
pretty deep. Watch it in the theater.
Was it the black and white version? That. I think it's the black and white version that I saw.
I don't remember if it was black. I mean, it was pretty dark. I remember that. And it's Wolverine, so it's always kind of dark and gray.
Piece of literature. It's very.
All right.
It's a good read.
Okay. Big breasts. Okay, it's photographs. It's not. They're not explaining various.
It explains the anatomy of how things grow.
Yeah, that's crazy how it hits me in the biological
sense.
Immediate. Oh, good God. All right.
Is there? I thought we were going to discuss literature.
Is there how refreshing and counterintuitive that the common thread running through this bounty of boobs is that each and every woman showcased in it is in fact silicone free.
Really?
It's beautiful.
Gotta respect that. Yeah, that's crazy. The 80s with the silicone breasts, that's scary.
I know.
The society got to a point where...
In the 90s, too.
Fake tits was right. Yeah. That's not right. That's like, it looks like...
It's very much not right.
Yeah. Like, obviously, if you had surgery and you want, like...
I told you, it's a good read, Jason. But it's a really good...
There's actually quite a bit of text in that for...
All right, but don't... We need your attention here. Aren't you supposed to serve us a decent beverage, Jason? A decent Woodford Reserve, sorry.
Yeah.
Woodford Reserve.
Woodford Reserve.
Where's that from?
For the gentleman kind.
It's Kentucky? No, aren't they all from?
Yeah, they're pretty much all from Kentucky. This is...
That's a bourbon, or what is that?
It is...
That's a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey right there.
Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Label batch 447. Bottle number 3,331. Distilled by Chris Norris.
Oh, Chris Norris.
This is Chuck Norris's younger brother.
His brother, yeah.
If it was a 446, we'd have a problem on our hands.
Thanks,
but it's a 447.
Do you know that there are... I didn't drip, did I?
No, it's all good.
There are bottles. Do I? Oh shit! I just dripped in there. Do you have any little Kleenex?
No.
No. You used them all up?
Yeah. Do you mind? It's part of the war.
Fucking hell.
The war that's being waged.
Is it really? Just let it go.
He dripped all over the place.
It's crazy because this table, when I found it on Marketplace on Facebook, it's the same table, or not the same table, but the same model that we had, my family and me, in like when I was like
the exact same.
It's the same model from like funny. Sears or something.
That's funny. Hey, we should cheers to the Kentucky bourbon.
Woodford.
Yeah, Woodford.
God bless.
Cheers, guys.
Slancha.
That's some good stuff.
Do we cheers to big breasts at the same time?
Shit. It really is taking the...
Oh yeah, it might burn through the paint. There's been a suggestion though about the cheering for the breasts. Are we
cheering for the breasts?
Yeah.
Well,
Who suggested that one?
No.
Mark? No.
Okay. It's been retracted.
It's retracted. We're not against them.
I mean, we're not
angry with them.
There's not. It is taking the finish right off your table. Fucking hell.
Yeah, the
It's gonna take the finish.
See what happens when Jay does. Jason,
it's a signature. Actually, I was thinking of having people sign
your name with that bourbon, Jason.
I'll just put my initials.
Yeah, I gotta paint this at some point, but I clean it every time. Every time I get guests, I apply a
thick
thin film of
black paint.
Takes it outside. Yeah. Oh, the hassle.
Like every fucking week.
Yeah.
I paint this goddamn table, and it still looks like this.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what the surface is, but the paint doesn't stick well. That's why the whiskey's eating through it.
The fact that this is doing this to our innards right now.
Oh my God, Mark, you look scary with that.
Well,
the light on your face at that like close to it. You're like, oh. We should do a Halloween special.
I was gonna do a selfie like I did last time with Guillaume.
Oh yeah, that's a cool idea.
Hold on. If we could get the bourbon in there and the book of breasts.
Nice picture of the curtains.
Put that. You should be holding it like it's like that's what we just discussed. We just
and the bourbon.
I don't look natural.
Hold on.
What am I doing? Like, there needs to be a thematic of the theme.
Yeah.
Hello.
There we go. That's good. A serious case study on the book of big breasts.
Yeah, it does hit the biology pretty bad.
Yeah.
Pretty intensely.
Oh, it's kind of like hand sanitizer, right? You just wipe it and it disappears.
It is like hand sanitizer.
And it's
I
tasty.
wonder if some people did that. Like,
hell yeah, they drank it
during the COVID.
They're idiots.
Drank it or just pour alcohol
no.
on their hands?
They drank. Weren't there alcohol companies, liquor companies that came out with their own version of
hand
sanitizer that was kind of like
probably
flavored
I don't know.
or
For
something
sure
like
there was. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Either way, there were idiots because I think didn't Trump say drink hand sanitizer?
I think he did say that.
Or something like
when
that.
I heard that, I was like, oh,
Either way.
There's idiots out there that
And they
are
did.
actually
Gonna
going to do it.
Yeah,
And they called poison control.
And they did.
Yeah.
And they did because they're idiots.
Trump was a punk. He should have been in the Sex Pistols. He was a punk.
Yeah, he really was
He
against the
didn't care.
system.
He did a big finger to the system.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Whereas
dangerous.
the guys
because
from
he
the Clash
understood.
and the
He
guys
understood
from
the
that,
American system is bullshit, and he understood it. And
Yeah,
he didn't care.
he exploited it.
He was a punk.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But he made millions of dollars too.
But it might be catching up to him now because he is being prosecuted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for stuff like tax shit from before, though, no, isn't it not even?
How did they get the what's his name, the mafia boss? Tax shit, tax evasion.
Yeah, but
to get a president though, that's going to be a tall order.
I think Cosby came out of jail after how many?
He's suffering
3 years.
enough.
He
Look
did
at
3
that.
of like a 6-year
Trump
sentence.
is millions of money of
Yeah.
dollars. He's not getting prosecuted.
Billions.
See, Colbert did the clown for how many years saying that he was going to get prosecuted? Never happened.
I know.
He got impeached twice or something.
Yep.
Anyways, Trump, like, I don't care for him.
I'm ready to move on anyways.
Yeah, me too. But, I mean, he's a punk. I just
as
want
long
to
as
say
he
that.
can't do any more shit, he's.
And we got to make this podcast entertaining, so I'm bringing shit
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
might
We should
be
go
cool.
back to the big book of breasts.
Yeah. Oh, good God.
Good.
Maybe we should
Goodness
take the...
gracious. No. let's
Damn
leave
that book. No, leave that.
Right,
And
right
you should
there.
put the book just so. Can we stand it up next
No,
to
hold
it?
on. It's gotta go
Under the big
behind it.
breast.
Okay, will it stand? Don't knock over the bourbon, whatever you
There
do.
you go.
Oh, what about Mark? You're like behind the mic.
Yeah.
And then as we drink it, it gets revealed.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a teaser right now.
It's a good promo thing. Like, we promoted the beer. We promoted the Woodrow Wilson whiskey. Yeah.
We're promoting Apple.
I need
Apple
to
Watch.
actually, I need to
Apple
promote,
Watch?
Vans.
Yeah, I need to promote this shirt. Hold on.
Yeah, you should promote.
All right, this shirt is
promoting
made by...
these guns right here.
He's promoting those guns. That's a free ticket to the gun show too. Those don't come by very often. Those are few and far between.
Usually, family only gets that ride right there.
Yeah.
That's a family show.
All right.
Yeah, go on. What you got
now
there?
It's public.
Now it's public, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy, Bezo, he does these shirts.
Yeah, I know
Go see his site, Bezoland on Instagram.
Oh, that's cool.
Bezo. Yeah, he's cool.
Let's see.
They're cool shirts.
Yeah.
From Montreal,
I like
suppose. Is he an old graffiti artist?
He probably is. His art is very much graffiti.
It's graffiti style,
He's a
yeah.
bezophile, I see.
Yeah.
Scares me.
But it's good. Like, obviously, there's not all, like, a morbid approach, like the skull house or that one, the face that looks like angry and stuff. But you've been treated for angry faces, though. I think that's something you had, like,
Me?
in your youth. Angry face.
Yeah.
I don't get angry.
Okay, they told you to be careful with that.
This is quite delicious.
It is.
I haven't had this in a while, and it's really
it
good.
It washes it down.
It pushes everything down.
I find after all we ate, all the pizza that we ate, it kind of just
It cuts everything, I find, and it's like
burns it all.
Yeah,
It settles it
establishes a level of
Yeah.
understanding. Of
we're creating our own
chronology.
fossil fuels just by.
Well, there's going to be plenty of fossil fuels coming out later tonight.
I was suppressing my fossil fuels before. Yeah, I suppressed them.
Well, going back
boy.
to cars, when they
Cars,
started cars, they didn't know how they were going
movie?
to run them. Like when
okay.
they started cars, and they tried so much stuff. Like they actually
Biofuel.
Yeah, they didn't know. They tried everything. I think there was a contest, like try to find what's going to run this goddamn machine.
I think they're still doing
Tried
that
alcohol,
to
they
this day.
tried,
People
like-
are still making biofuels
Yeah, that's true.
to try and get car. I mean, look, hydrogen had a little stint like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Hydrogen fuel was like the next thing.
But then they make gas
And they were
stations
like,
for that.
You drive your car and your car was emitting so much water. It was like
Oh, yeah.
pouring out the back of the car.
that much? Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it was giving a decent amount off of,
Really?
So you put
But wouldn't it wash the
thousands
street?
and thousands of cars on the street, and all of a sudden it's like a rainy day and people are skidding all over the place. And
Yeah.
just imagine in
But
California,
the children. Think of the children.
The children,
It's
they can-
summer.
they
They
can
need,
play
they
in
need
it.
water. They need to replenish.
I was gonna think like California freaks out when people drive. I always hear when people drive in California and it rains, it's like pandemonium.
Yeah.
People
They
don't know how
what
to
do.
handle it.
Maybe that's where it comes from.
So maybe if they had these hydrogen cars that kept spitting out water all over the place in
Yeah.
California, they
Yeah.
would kind of freak out.
Yeah, we got to think of the Californians.
Yeah.
Animosity towards water.
Unless
is
they make a whole
is
bunch of hydrogen
strong
cars
emotion.
to refill their lack of water right now. I don't know. Let's not go there.
Yeah, no, let's not. I think that's something that a lot of people are feeling, that they have a worry about that thought. But we got to pull through. We got to really push through and make men of ourselves and establish the level of responsibility in regards to what pertains.
You know what are you talking about?
Are you the one that smoked or me?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's a worthy thought. From time to time, one should ask himself that very thought.
I'm lost. I don't want to wait.
I'm just bullshitting.
The old verbal diarrhea.
Yeah. Depends which angle.
All right.
Yeah. So tell me about your shirt. What's the Vans? Is that
It's
a known brand?
It's a known brand. It's a known product.
Popular.
It's established.
Right?
It's established. I
It's a local thing.
happen to like the word.
That's
Van.
a good word.
The
I just like
plural.
the name of the company.
The
I
plural
like
of
the logo.
van. You like many a
I like
van?
what it stands for. It stands for freedom.
Wherever
Since
there's trouble.
No.
freedom since 1966.
Well,
Oh, really? They've been
Well, it
fighting
doesn't say
for
freedom. It just says the original. But
Oh, okay.
says off the wall. Actually.
But one should know that that's what it stands
yeah,
for.
everybody should know it stands for freedom.
Yeah.
I got my shirt from Costco.
That's my shirt.
How many shirts did you get?
Uh,
Was it like 12 for like
No,
50
no,
bucks,
it was single purchase.
It's a nice shirt, Jason.
It is a nice shirt.
Yeah.
It's an actual yoga shirt.
Is it?
Apparently, Gaia is
not,
the brand.
Yeah, not Bikram.
And they do.
Bikram.
No, I don't do yoga though.
Well, maybe you're gonna have to start now. Be wearing a shirt like that, you're going to have to...
They're going to call you. They're going to say, sir, you were at Costco on July 4th. First of all, it was the American holiday. And,
I was
second, you were...
July 4th, I was...
subscribing.
At home.
Or ascribing. Is it ascribe or subscribe to the yoga mentality? You can't refuse that.
Prescribe?
No, prescribe is when you give someone something.
Prescribe?
Prescribe. You adhered.
You welcomed.
You rejected your liberty in regards to yoga.
You rejected your old way of thinking, and you welcomed the new when you bought that shirt.
Yeah, the thought process, that which is yoga.
I feel under attack right now.
And shortly they shall be coming.
Yeah.
Your due must be...
The people of Gaia will be here soon.
You get 10 dudes on the lawn wearing white.
Come with us, Jason.
Brother Jason.
Brother Jason.
You are one of us now.
Yeah.
You must leave.
And then you're wearing that very shirt, which has now damned you to existence.
And I look down and it's now white.
You really did take damage.
Oh
there,
my God,
man.
it did. I almost have my initial. There you go.
That's
Eric.
cool. It's your signature.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I like that because there's a lot. Like I think this is what Guillaume did, or this.
Yeah.
With the bottle.
Yeah.
Is this his cup? That's how big it was.
Guillaume was going all the way.
He was holding a can.
Yeah.
Coffee
People
can.
will never know.
Yeah.
They shall never be aware.
No.
There's many a stain on this table, Eric, and I will not ask any questions.
No, it's all legit. It's all in the name of intellectual endeavor.
So what's our closing topic? We need to have a closing topic. A real
Well, we need to... do you want to promote something? Do you want to shout out?
No.
Your new book?
Your new book?
The big book of... The little book of big breasts?
No, I got nothing to promote.
Really. Well, you've been promoting good, though.
I've been promoting local beers, Woodford, Apple Watch,
the beer,
Costco, my white whiskers.
Your wife's old student from 13 years ago makes shitty beer. Hi.
Hi. Yeah. No, you make good beer.
Enumerated a few.
There's you got for me an 80% success rate.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Considering that they make a multitude of beers, and I like 80% of them, whereas Corona they only make one.
Exactly.
So they wimped out. These guys are going for it.
Eh?
They're going for it. They're going for it all. They're trying everything.
No other Corona kind of beer.
Well,
you can either get the small Coronita, or you can get the regular Corona, or you get the.
They're playing
40.
it safe.
They are playing it safe.
That's a good strategy.
Hey,
we're not talking about competitors to Corona. Or
no, we're talking about like the guys, the beer company I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
How they make a multitude of beers. They make all sorts of beers, and they're good. They're trying it out. They're being like like a lot of microbreweries. They're trying out several different brands and or kinds, and they're seeing what sticks and what doesn't, and see what happens.
Yeah, basically.
I'll support them.
That's all you can do.
That's all I'm doing.
I think.
Yeah,
you got to be open-minded.
You do.
It's a safe bet, I think.
Hashtag life goals.
I forgot to do the hashtag.
When I say hashtag, Jason, you have to do the...
Sorry. Can we try that again? Can we edit that? Yeah, what could we... a little interesting topic. I know we're trying to wrap things up here, but maybe we can squeeze a little something else out.
Or I could make coffee and we could...
Oh, God, no. Yeah, I'll never fall asleep.
Podcast marathon.
Oh, my God. 4 a.m.
Yeah, no.
You
guys
I'll run out eventually.
Yeah, but you guys had a crazy ride today, on the road.
It was
an hour. It was an hour and 38 minutes. So
it was a little longer than that, though, with the traffic.
Yeah. Okay. An hour and 47 minutes.
It wasn't insane.
It was under 2 hours.
Okay.
With Mark's
Yeah.
Shut up.
Likes to stick to the speed limit. Speed limit Sally over
I was going 117 at some points.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we made a good show, and I'm glad you guys came by. And even if we have nothing to promote, thank you everybody for listening to this amazing podcast. And my guests today were Mark Burns and Jason Normandeau.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for dropping by. And stay safe, everybody.
Yep.
And we'll see you on the next podcast.
See you later.
Later. And cut.
And cut.